Hearing will come to order. The Oversight Committee exists to secure two fundamental principles. First, Americans have a right to know the money Washington takes from them is well spent. And second, Americans deserve an efficient, effective government that works for them. Our duty on the Oversight and Government Reform Committee is to protect these rights. Our solemn responsibility is to hold government accountable to taxpayers, because taxpayers have a right to know what they get from their government. We will work tirelessly in partnership with citizen watchdogs to deliver the facts to the American people and bring genuine reform to the Federal bureaucracy. Today's hearing, I'll yield myself. Go ahead and start the clock. Today's hearing will examine the Hatch Act's enforcement difficulties and regulatory cost. The Hatch Act is inherently a partisan question, but this committee has looked at it under both Republicans and Democrats. We have seen or failed to see discrepancies in the past. Today's hearing is not on a failure by either agents or either party during their time running the executive branch, but rather to review the status and condition of the Hatch Act and to determine whether there are meaningful changes that should be made to both protect the public and to protect political appointees from inadvertently violating the Act. Inconsistencies within the Act and/or loopholes need to be reviewed. This committee takes seriously the use of political office for political purposes. We are not paid to run for re-election or to support a President's run for re-election, but rather, if you are taking the Federal payroll, you are expected to do the job for which you have been selected or appointed. The Oversight Committee is intending to author such legislation as may be necessary and will affect the next President. Necessarily, we will, in fact, work on a bipartisan basis to find any and all changes necessary to take effect upon the inauguration of the next President. Although this is 18 months and it seems like a long time, in political time it is very short. So this will be the first of as many hearings as are necessary to determine those changes, evaluate them, hold public comment on those potential changes, and implement those changes effective January of 2013. And with that, I recognize the Ranking Member for his opening statement.